West Side, everybody know everybody, right? I got nothing but love in my heart for West Side niggas, nothing but love.
Live from Detroit, live from Detroit, live
yeah. Pink suits with hats to match, big crocodiles and Cadillacs. You looking for the fattest sacks? This is where it's at. Windows tinted, seats fully reclined. Keep the hands on the burner, cause niggas know that it's money on their mind.
Yo, what up, though? It's your man Jay Johnson, aka the tinfoil hat Titan, aka the conspiracy realist, aka the technology snob, Steve Jobs Jr. Don't text me with your green bubbles, aka I only debate my equals, everybody else I teach. Also known as Juice, because all the hoes say, Jay, you ice. AKA. It's a bunch of AKAs. I'm having a great time. I had to force myself into a great time. Welcome to the show. Dame, it's your turn.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right, man. It's your man Dame going wild, the West Side landlord, the pride of PA, High Chief Dame don't fuck around, the liquor store legend, the corner store conquistador, your mama's favorite Dame, and the David Ruffin of the Shop Talk podcast. Because you know who the fuck they came to see? Not you, Otis. It's no better than these 4 letters. Thank God for Dame. And if you speaking on Dame, you better say it nice. And if you don't put the boss in front, then bitch, you not saying it right. It's the Honorable Judge Boss Dame and this bitch all rise. I am a motherfucking black belt. And it's Friday, so it's time for the goddamn Kumite. Let's go.
Yeah, I was the wrong button. My bad. Welcome
Seemed like it was
back.
on purpose.
I was trying to drop a bomb. That was the wrong one. I was trying to drop a bomb. I don't know which button.
Man, the hate is heavy on a Friday.
I just gave air horns. Air horns. Welcome back. Shop Talk Podcast, episode 504. You know what I'm saying?
And 504 boys.
You feel me? 504 you hoes. What's up, man? How you feeling? Oh, we I mean, because we virtual and like people see like a third box down there.
We do have a guest. She did not come with intros, so I'm allowed to publicly admonish her, being that I gave her a warning earlier today about intros. But we have
I feel like
friend
if I could pull up the text, I would show the people that you said no pressure. That means you ain't really got to do it. You know what I mean?
But then I also told you to fall in line. That was also the next text.
The first thing you say is what I take seriously. So
you can not take anything Dame says seriously. That's the thing. You feel me?
But we have a friend of the show, one of Flint's finest, and a newly published author, Jordyn Mickens. Jordyn, welcome to Shop Talk Podcast.
Thank you. I like being here with y'all. Good fellas. The good fellas from Detroit, you know?
You feel me?
Because we like having you here. We're going to talk to you about the book that you recently published and some exciting things that you have going on. I want to get into some things about the book that I thought were really interesting and really your journey. Because when I met you, you were the number one midday host of Flint Radio or Drive Time. Don't let me get it correct. Was it Drive Time or midday?
Okay, so I was drive time at one spot, and then I was midday at one spot. I ended up being drive time right after that.
Okay, but you'd held down that number one spot in your market for quite some time, and then you decided to make a transition to take care of some more important things in your life. So, we'll get into you and your story shortly. But we got some things we got to knock off this week because it's been a crazy week in the internets, and we got to talk about it.
Yeah, man. How was your week, my brother?
Oh, man. For the most part, the week was good. So, I've been talking about it. I had this surgery. I got to go back in this weekend because they're doing some follow-up procedures, supposed to be outpatient, but I'm really concerned because it's so close to the holiday. I don't want to be in the hospital for the holiday. Usually I'm not like a big holiday person, but I don't want to be sitting in Henry Ford Hospital on Christmas. So I'm praying that the surgery is supposed to be outpatient. I'm praying that it goes well so I can go home and celebrate with my babies and celebrate the Christmas holiday.
Celebrate the
Uh,
birth of Jesus Christ.
birth of Jason, Big Jesus,
Period.
Big
Period.
Jesus Christ. So
I like you
I
on
want.
the birth of Jason.
No, no, I wasn't gonna go. I'm not. I'm not gonna be that casual.
Yeah, I'm just
But I do. I do want to celebrate Christmas at home with my kids. But I'm putting it all in God's hands. He's guided me and crafted me on this journey so far. Yo, man, my job was trying to make me come back. Talking about my paperwork had expired. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. My boss called me.
Bro.
She was like, according to the system, you're supposed to be back November 23rd. I said, don't worry. Let me make a call real quick. Get that updated because
what day was your surgery on?
September 29th.
So y'all,
November 23rd ain't even,
it's not even a month.
Yeah, they was
it's a little
tripping.
bit old. Look, my doctor told me 12 weeks, and I ain't no mathematician, but November 23rd wouldn't have bought me the 12 weeks. So I was like,
Mm-mm.
don't worry. Let me make a call real quick because I'm not coming back. I don't even know my password to log in if I wanted to come back today. You have to put in the IT ticket for me. So got that squared away. And then, man, just to give y'all, well, two more things. Just to give y'all a little bit of my personal, I got this insurance plan where they're gonna give me some money for my pain and suffering, but they're making me jump through hoops in order to get my money. But guess what? Since I ain't working, y'all niggas my job. So they tried to hit me with some bullshit, but never fear, because I'm the king of bullshit. I was able to circumvent the BS and get back to the dollar real quick. So hopefully I should have me some monies real soon. Because if it's a way to get to a dollar, I'm gonna find it.
What do you mean they want to make you jump through hoops? Like fill out paperwork or something? Or
They want they wanted some notes from the surgery. And that's just something that your doctor typically does not give you. But I found out there's a way on my chart where I can pull up the notes and find it myself. So I got the niggas what they wanted. Yes.
Damon Peter Bradley, on 2 different weeks. Last week, actually, you explained that you received the notes and didn't even read them to us on 2 different episodes.
But those weren't the full notes.
Okay.
Mm.
So there's another set of notes that they wanted. And guess what? When you get to reading through them notes, them doctors be talking a lot of trash. So I don't know if I mentioned this. I probably did. During my surgery, I woke up with restraints on. Both of my arms were restrained to the bed when I woke up. And I was like, that's strange. Me and the doctor didn't have that conversation beforehand. When I pulled up my notes, I saw that he wrote in previous one on ones, I had displayed aggressive behavior. And that's why he chose to put me in restraints. So we're going to have a talk about that shit next time I see him.
Hopefully, you won't have that talk aggressively.
I don't think you need to talk. I think the proof is in the pudding, Dave.
I
Like
said,
he
me
kind of aggressive.
aggressive?
Kind of.
Me? Damon? Damon Christ? Aggressive? Dame the Baptist?
What do
Aggressive?
Cheyenne's son call you? Dame know something?
Damian Priest, like the
Damian
wrestler.
Priest. Yeah.
But I was like, he felt I was aggressive enough to restrain to the bed.
I don't understand that comment in relation to like surgery, though. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't either. I don't either. And I don't really, when I'm thinking back about our consultations, like, what did I say to make you think I was going to be tripping? But who knows?
Well, no, I'm joking with you and shit right now, but like, I mean, that's kind of concerning. You feel me? Like that might add to my emotional distress. Cause like, are you showing biasness towards me? Like, why did you think? Like, I'm coming out of a heart surgery, nigga. I'm not gonna have no energy. Like, what do you? I don't understand.
Yeah.
But
That's
it take my daughter to tell the story because she said when I came out of surgery, I was very belligerent And once I found out my arms were restrained, she said I was shaking my head like a pit bull. So
Right.
he might have been
Nigga
on to something.
was
Yeah.
spot on like a motherfucker. Here
He
I am
might have been on to something.
trying to take up for whose man's this? I'm trying to take up from a man. He embarrassing.
I'm your man's.
I'm trying to take up for you, embarrassing me, man.
And then the last thing I wanted to touch on before we get into our topics for the week, shout out to the homie Farrell Wright, Farrell Raphael Wright. Earlier in this year, he started a men's health group, and we were meeting at the Hitha Healing House in Highland Park, Michigan. They offer holistic services, pretty much for mothers, pregnant mothers, mothers that just had their children, holistic healing services for men also. We got the opportunity to use their services as part of being in this men's group. And unfortunately, the Hitha Healing House was firebombed at some point this morning. About 5 o'clock this morning, it was firebombed and it is no longer standing. The owner, a young lady by the name of Kayana, understandably, is devastated. This was a project that she had started with her father prior to the pandemic. He happened to pass away before she was able to complete the house, but she finished the renovations on her own and opened it up. There were a wealth of just women working in there, from chiropractors to massage therapists. Just an incredible place, and unfortunately is no longer standing. Raphael has shared the link with me for her GoFundMe that she opened because, naturally nobody planned for this to happen. So at some point on the Shop Talk page. This will be up on Saturday. I'm gonna post the GoFundMe link. If you feel compelled to help in any type of way. Also, you just may want to Google the Hitha Healing House. Just in general, they were featured on the news in the month of November, and Kayana was able to talk about some of the services that they offered there. Incredible place in the middle of Highland Park that's unfortunately no longer there. Hopefully, she can rebuild bigger, better than before. But as part of the community, Raphael has just always been a solid guy with us, friend of the show. She's a beautiful person. I've gone to the healing house several times myself, and hopefully, we can help her rebuild that piece of the neighborhood.
Man, that's an absolute tragedy, man.
It
Yeah,
is.
Who would do some ignorant shit like some evil shit? Because that's what it is evil.
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
That's insane.
Wow.
And
yeah,
God bless that no one was physically hurt.
yeah,
But that, I mean, if they offering healing to folks who need it, that does hurt them as well. That's
absolutely.
an indirect
Yeah.
hurt that's causing to the community, not that community, the community.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, man, what's been going on with your week, brother?
Ups and downs, staying positive. My body been hurt, man. I went and it was snowing this week. And I went now I went to take care of my father's snow. Now they stay off he stay off 11 mile, like the actual 11 mile. So you know how when the big trucks come down, like they block off the driveway, and I'm like, there's
Yeah,
no way I'm getting in that driveway because this car's 100% gonna get stuck. So I parked at the Kroger, walked down, and it was some heavy packing snow. You feel me? So I did
yeah.
a few hours shoveling, and then they came out midway. It was like, we got a snow blower around here.
Ah, but you still got to get some of the snow down
Yeah.
for the snow blowers. I mean,
So half of it I started using, but like the snow at the end of the driveway, which is, man, that shit was hurt. But while you doing it, it's all good. I woke up the next morning like, what the fuck is going on, man? My body hurt. You
let me
know,
ask you, how many winter coats do you have?
I got a couple.
Okay. Because this week was so cold. If you're from Michigan, you'll probably understand this better. This is the week that you need your long coat, the one that comes down past your ass, because it was brutally cold. and this weekend is supposed to be even colder. They talk about sub-zero temperatures all weekend long, and then next week is going to be like in the 50s.
That's crazy. I definitely had my long coat on. It was completely damp. I'm soaked. But you know, you gotta handle the snow and shit. You feel me?
You absolutely do.
I didn't even do my snow. My neighbor's probably looking at me like this nigga. I'm like, dog, what do you want me to do? Like I was doing snow all day. Just not
I
my
mean, what do you do? Just sidewalk, or do you do your whole driveway?
my
Because
driveway.
you got a really long driveway.
I know. So, you know, it is what it is.
Okay, but I mean, you live in the suburbs. You're not rich enough to have like a service,
My nigga, I'm 2 streets from Detroit.
but you live in
It's
the
not really, it's
suburbs.
not the real suburbs. You be saying that shit on the
And I've
internet.
seen
You got niggas thinking
and I've
that
seen how
I'm
much
off
money.
the hills, and like you be like, oh, there's 93 TVs here. Like you really got niggas thinking that it's like that. It is not like that. You know what I'm saying?
And I've seen how much money you make. You can
No,
Oh
you
afford to
my
have
God.
some. Yes, I have. You can afford to have somebody come out and do all your lawn care.
now two
I've
people.
seen your check stubs.
One who has a check stub in 2026. Like, what's going on? Are you hacking into my digital account? Or something? No one has a check stub laying around. I did get some kids ringing the ring doorbell trying to, shovel my snow and shit, but I don't answer.
Okay.
Yo, go on, little nigga. Well, go on,
You
little
don't
white.
sit. You don't send that dog outside to scare him off.
No, that nigga got out the other day, man. He was outside for like 30 minutes when I was in the bed. He ain't go nowhere.
Okay. He know where home is.
He got on punishment though.
And,
He on
and he
punishment.
only he only attacked black people.
Nigga, you got the worst dog in history that literally attacks blacks people, literally kills. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you have a nigger hating dog. You have a
And
nigger
he's not
hating dog.
and he's not trained at all.
Of
He's not
course,
trained at
you
all.
are a
He's just like me.
lawsuit.
It is. He's just like me. He's just like me. I shouldn't have a dog. I shouldn't have a dog, but I've had him so long, I'm not gonna get rid of him. He just gonna have to die.
That's insane.
That's crazy to just say. Like,
That's
you
That's
don't
insane.
have to die.
he my dog now. He my dog now. I can't get rid of him. It's too late.
Jordan, how was your week?
You know, the woes of a mother of a 6-year-old. You know what I mean? Up early, fighting about brushing teeth and putting coats on and getting places on time. Regular shit. You know what I mean?
Is he a morning person? I doubt it. He's a kid.
No, I mean he does really good about getting up. It's just the fact of like, oh, you want me to go right now? Like I'm eating. You know what I mean? Like I'm finally eating after the food been sitting here for 30 minutes. Like, what are you school starting right now, nigga? Like, so that's it. He'll get up fine, you know what I mean? But it's the leaving the house that's like, all right, dog, you're gonna have to, the program by now.
What does he want for Christmas this year? What's the
Um,
thing?
the thing for Kyrie has been train sets. I've been like for a little while, I was hearing him in his room and he was like having these little fits, but they wasn't like fits that I needed to go check on. But he would have them, and then I would walk by and he'd be like sitting in his chair, a little defeated. And then when I came back, the train set would be set up different. And I'm like, oh, this is what you're doing. You in here putting this train set together. Like that's his thing. Like every couple of days, he switched the train set up.
Okay.
And he has a drum set now, so that's also his thing. You know what I mean? Like the train set
Yeah.
and the drums. You know what I mean? And I would like people always ask me like, "Ain't that too loud?" I'm like, let me tell you something. I would rather the noise be in one spot than for me to hear him in one spot and then hear him in another and hear him in 50, 11 different places in his house. Like I want to be able to find you, dog. Like go where the drum set is.
Okay.
So that's his life.
That's funny. I feel like that's maybe like a boy thing because my oldest, he went through like three drum sets. And in the end, I just bought him like a big ass one from Toys R Us at the time. And that probably lasted him maybe 2, 3 years, that big ass drum set. But it was like a real drum set and it was loud.
Yeah, that's what this one is. This one is real. Like his godmama bought the real deal. I was putting it together. I'm like, this is insane. But I mean, he played with it, played with the whole thing all at once. And I'm like, do your thing. You know what I mean? Who am I? Who am I to stop you?
Man, I never thought I would say this, but I would probably be a dream killer when it comes to specifically drum sets. Like, unless I got a garage, you feel me? Oh, go take that shit in the garage, my nigga. You can bang all the fuck you want to in the garage, but like in the crib,
Do you have a
Yeah.
basement in your house, Jay?
yeah,
Like a finished basement?
no, it's a
Oh,
Michigan basement.
okay. I'm about to say, man, I had a finished basement. I just threw the drum set down there. And listen, man, just drum till you get tired, bro.
My
Until
father
you
did.
literally pass out.
My father's always been big into trains, so which by default made me like trains. But like
Mhm.
he is turning the living room into he built a train set in the living room, and it's an entire city. It's going inside of caves and outside of caves. Like literally, you walk in the living room, like the entire 14, 15, 20 feet, and like it's like it's a thing. When he was coming up in the basement, he had this giant train set with people and grass. He painted like a mural of like skies and shit on the wall. He's always been in that. I couldn't even tell you how many trays he has, like hundreds.
Hey,
He was,
man, I feel like a man need a hobby.
I was
You know
talking
what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
he was like some of the engines in these trains was made in like in the 1940s. He was like these engines don't even miss it. I'm like this is beyond my scope of trains.
Yeah.
Like beyond my scope of trains, but
That's what's up.
That's dope though. I agree with Damon. Like I don't think men just men, but I think people need, you know what I'm saying, a little hobby or something. So when
Yeah,
I see my son doing that, I'm like, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna stop you.
I mean I played the violin, so
really.
I did.
Can you still play?
I haven't touched the violin, but I'm fairly sure I can still play "Mary Had a Little Lamb."
Interesting. I've never
Was
heard.
that the first song you learned? Was that the first song you learned with the violin?
Yeah, that and like "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star," but like I know, like I still remember like where my fingers should be at while
Supposed to go.
playing, but
Mhm.
that's the only one I remember for sure.
It's interesting that we've been friends all this time, and this is the first I've heard of your violin aspirations.
I feel like I talked about it on the pod before.
I feel like you haven't.
And I think I said specifically, like, they made all the smart kids play the violin when you was in elementary and shit. Because that's really what it
Interesting.
was. It was just like all the smart kids. I'd be like, oh, I don't know. They think scholastically you're going to be like a good musically or some shit.
Mhm.
The whole time I was a rapper. You feel me? They should have gave me a mic back then. But,
Interesting. When I was thinking, because I got this talking about hobbies and shit. I got a china cabinet in my house. I pretty much inherited this china cabinet when my grandmother passed. There was a little bit of furniture left at the crib. And I was like, man, granny gone. Let me take these couple things. But like I don't have like fine china. You know what I'm saying? I don't do a lot of hosting and shit like that. Not that maybe I should, but like I don't have like really fine china. When I was married, I feel like my ex-wife took the good silverware, took the good china when she left. Not accusing her, but I feel like it left with her. That's all I'm gonna say. But like I look at my china cabinet, I was like, man, this bitch is bare. I got a couple like exotic liquors in there, like some shit that you probably just ain't gonna find at Sam's Liquor Palace. But I've been thinking like I really want to put like exotic bongs in my china cabinet,
all right, my
for
nigga. All right, now, why would you ruin
that
your
might be
family
that
heirloom?
might be my hobby. That might be my hobby.
I just don't think that's a hobby, but
I actually don't have a dining room.
You don't. But you got that
It's a
smoker's
den.
lounge.
It's just a den.
It's like a lounge.
the
Just a den.
smokers lounge.
It's a
Jay
den.
got like a sex lounge off from his bedroom. And if I had the
It's
same
literally just
lounge,
a den with it's a fireplace there and like a door to the outside. It's really just a den.
can I
Literally
tell
a
you
den.
can I tell you a story, Jason? I probably never told you this. One time you invited me to your house and I fell asleep on the couch. And in my mind, I wanted to ask you, could you let me lay down in the bed? But I was like, maybe that's doing a little bit too much in Jay's house. So I just kept sleeping on the couch.
Was this the
But
same time that you took a shit in my house?
yeah, same day.
Yeah.
Same
You told me
day.
that part. You didn't tell me the other part. Yeah.
Because I
Well,
figured
you was just out here shit getting loose, huh?
after I took the boo boo, like I really kind of wanted to keep quiet because like
So I think it
it,
was like a fight or something. I had a couple
it
people
was a
at
fight.
the
It
crib.
was.
So a nigga like sneak off in the commotion while everybody watching the fight and shit. This nigga go take a shit in my house. We didn't even go to the guest bathroom, my nigga.
No, I went to the nice bathroom. I went to the nice bathroom and took a shit.
Yeah, you deserve to sleep on the couch and not in the den. Like what?
Ah, I went to the nice bathroom. Oh man, I don't think I've been
Terrible.
allowed to use the restroom over there since.
No man, move around, do something else.
Hold it.
Yeah.
That other bathroom is near the garage and it's cold in there.
No, I don't even use it necessarily because I'm never over there. But like I recently painted in there. You know what I'm saying? Put some because before it was just completely empty, nothing in there. But now I didn't paint it and put like pictures on the wall and shit.
The other bathroom is so much nicer.
It look like it's a guest bathroom, but like
No,
you,
your bathroom is nicer.
I mean, all right.
Thanks for the hospitality, Jason.
Anyway,
Thanks for the hospitality.
what's been going on this week, man? You said we was having a crazy week. What's been going on?
Sherrone Moore, University of Michigan,
Whose man
got fired.
Like,
Yeah.
who else gonna be my whose man's is this? Because like, yo, what's wrong with him?
Niggas is way too horny, man. That's the first thing. Niggas, horniness is the downfall of niggas. It's the downfall.
So we have like it's a fairly good split of 50, damn near 50-50 from men and women who listen to the pod. And I just want the women to know that like in some of the group chats I am, excuse me, some of the group chats that I'm in with men, like we really do hold each other accountable. And like we be talking about like how niggas be like, yo, what the fuck? And the most used statement in one of these group chats is niggas is too horny. Cause that's the answer for everything. Like, stop being so fucking horny.
Mm-hmm. That's what the shit boiled down to with him for sure. Like, nigga, you just was too horny. You couldn't stop. Like, you couldn't.
Yo, so allegedly she was an assistant. He doubled her salary in a year, and then she broke up with him. He broke into her house, threatened to kill himself.
So listen, I got this from trusted sources. I'm not telling you this is a fact, but this is what I heard today. Has been reported. He did all that, doubled her salary, the whole 9 yards. She got pregnant. He made her get an abortion. And allegedly, he broke up with her. And when he broke up with her, all this information came out. So him being upset that you just ruined my life because I don't want to be with you no more. I went to your house because I'm gonna kill you. Because I'm gonna kill you and kill me. And I got in trouble with my wife. I got kids, you know what I'm saying? The reason I'm like, yo, whose man's is this? And why you gotta be so fucking horny and so stupid? Around the time that you got this job, Michigan State's coach got fired for doing the same thing. It was a giant story, my nigga. That's the rival. You nigga, if you work for you of them, you follow what the fuck's going on in Michigan State. You feel me? Why would you do the exact same thing? Oh, the white woman that you got is loyal. I got that. I got the white woman who's because he married to a white woman, if I'm not mistaken.
He is.
Snow Bunny. Mm-hmm. He got Snow Bunny twice.
Man, the white niggas be going crazy over white coochie. I feel like I should try it, but I have no interest in white women. Niggas be going crazy over that white box. And man, that's one of the most high-profile jobs you can have in the state of Michigan. Nigga making $5-6 yeah, making $5-6 million a year.
10.
Crazy.
Oh my God, that's crazy. So much. He's not gonna get no buyout money, not nothing. You just fired, my nigga, and you done coaching, or at least at the collegiate level.
Nigga,
He might be able to.
why can't you just cheat with a normal bitch, not one that like work at your job? Like,
Now, Jason, and without being too forward, we both had relationships with women that we work with. It's
every
just
one of my
it's just
girlfriends,
accessible.
every one of my girlfriends I've ever had in life worked with me at some point. But I ain't a millionaire, and I wasn't directly reporting to me. I've never dated somebody who's directly reporting to me. Because I would get fired.
I did it.
That makes sense.
I didn't get fired, but I definitely dated somebody that directly reported to me. It was
Yeah.
brief. Yeah, it is. I could have lost my job for that shit. Luckily,
Crazy.
mine was loyal, but she was black also. She was
Mhm.
black, and black women will protect you.
Yeah.
Black women will protect you, even if
Crazy.
you're
Yeah, we
wrong.
will.
Even if you're wrong, a black woman will protect you at a different level. So, I'm still not saying it's the right thing to do, but you just got to choose how you cheat. Or just how about this? In this year of the Lord, just stop cheating. Just stop cheating.
I mean, you could. You
I
could.
like
You
this.
know what I mean?
I like this saying that black men don't cheat, but if you got back-to-back snow bunnies, are you a black man?
Mm.
You feel me? Do you care if he cheat on a snow bunny with another snow bunny? Is that a double negative and they cross each other out?
Yeah, I feel like they cancels each other.
He got like a black
Kind of.
name.
Sherrone, he is
Sherrone.
black. He is black.
Definitely.
Like he should have like
Definitely black.
a different. His wife name should match his name.
Yeah,
Shout out
it
to his
should
wife
be.
because she probably like a great person or some shit. I'm not. This tongue in cheek. I don't got no problem with her being white or no shit like that. Like I'm
But
just.
Sherrone and Shanika make more sense.
Man. You know,
Yeah.
the name Shanika get way man. You know, like white women who are named Karen probably hate the fact that they named Karen right now. Right? Like I know some Shanikas and Shamikas, and like when you looking for like a black name, they just hate the fact that you picked that as the
Look, man,
Yeah.
my friend, I know a woman named Shamika, good friend of mine, very educated, a doctor, like an actual like surgeon, and she said she hate that shit, but she like when she go in the rooms, you gonna address her properly. It's Doctor Shamika. I'm not gonna say her last name, but it's throw doctor in front of it.
I wonder
You
if I can get
know.
me an honorary doctorate for somewhere.
We
Cause
ain't done enough work yet. We got another 10 years.
you
Another
ain't
10 years.
shit.
No, but I don't want an honorary doctorate.
I'm
Like
on
that's not
my
my
third
goal.
I'm on my third book. It's an anthology. Shit I was right about. Volume 3 is in the works.
Nigga, that shit is a pamphlet.
Nigga, that shit is an
It's a
anthology.
it's a leaflet.
If I just
I'm
went down the
terrible.
list of shit that I had said on this podcast of shit I was right about, that is an encyclopedia
That sh-
Britannica.
that shit wouldn't be thicker than a final call. That shit is a leaflet.
Put some respect on the final call for all my final call niggas out there. I don't, are you? I'm not got to play. I ain't about to play. Yeah,
Hey man,
that's wild business, dog.
stop cheating and stay away from these white. Stay away from. Can't cheat with no white woman, man. Just can't.
Yeah.
Can't.
Man,
But that.
listen. Do you think that's racist?
Yeah, but so what? It's
Jordan,
probably a little racist.
like, have I heard a black person say, I'm sorry, if I heard a white person say you shouldn't have been fucking with them niggas, you would be in this trouble. Like, we would probably feel away. Like, what's
don't
We
know. I don't know. That shit wouldn't shock me. Like the shit wouldn't shock me just because of the like you talked about the group chat you in. The few group chats I'm in, that's a mixed audience, not of race, but people, you know what I'm saying, male and female. Some of the shit that come from them group chats, if I seen a white group chat that was like mixed in it, I would just probably scroll through there and be like, I expected this. You know what I mean? Like I knew this was in here because if you look at ours, it's gonna be a problem. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna stay in black people's business and let y'all have your group chat and let us have ours. You know what I mean? What can you really do?
Yo, Black People's Business is a great title for an episode.
Maybe that's this week's episode.
You know what I'm saying? Black People's Business. You know what I'm
we
saying? Because
gotta stay, we gotta stay in black people business. Like if you see
that's
my
what's wrong.
man's from Michigan, he's
That's what's
not
wrong
in
with
black
you.
people's business. He got out of black people's business a long
No,
time ago.
and you know what? That's probably the answer to a lot of problems for black people.
Yeah.
We just gotta stay in our own shit. We just gotta
For a
stay in
little
our own
while.
shit.
I think we do for a little while because for us to even emerge into society as somewhat the same, we had to be like integrated and be with the white people. At this point, it's time for us to disinvite them from the cookout. I know we got some of our favorites, but they can't come no more. And we gotta stay in black people's business just for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Give or take 50
I,
years. You know what I
I've
mean?
never been I've never been a fan of the cookout invite because just because a white person can sing with a little bit of soul and know how to do the whip and nay nay, don't mean they need to be invited.
It's not real though. Where did that
No.
state? Where did that phrase come from? Because in all my lives, I've never seen a. First off, there's not just the cookout, nigga. You
Yeah.
at your auntie house. Why is a random white person at your auntie house? Maybe she worked with the like. I don't never see no white people at the
Mm-mm.
cookout. That's not a thing.
Never.
Nah.
Have y'all ever been invited to the
No.
white cookout?
Well,
Yeah, it's
yes.
called potluck at work.
Yes,
Well,
That's
not the
about it.
pot, not the potluck at work. The up north, like you want to come up north. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
No, because I feel like y'all gonna hang me.
Listen, I am not 100. Don't. I live in Michigan, a great state of Michigan. It's 10 million
absolutely.
people in Michigan, by the way. It's a big state. The
Hmm.
great state of Michigan. I am not 100% sure that up north exists because the white people talk about it like it's a mythical thing. Like, no, we're gonna go up north and like the land of bees and honey. Like, oh, up north we're gonna go boating. Up north this, up north. I've never been, so I
It's a
can't
place.
confirm that the mythical place of up north exists.
I went. One of my friends is mixed, and the white side of her family, they got a little place up there, and we went, and it's exactly what I thought it would be, like a little place off this lake. They jump in the lake with their dogs and shit, like just the shit you think is going. That's what's going on. That's what's going
Nah,
on
no
up there.
thank you.
I swear it was raining like shit, and they was out there jumping in the water, and I'm just standing there looking like this is crazy.
Somebody
Like
going E. coli. Niggas got E. coli in the motherfucking water, nigga. All type of shit. Tapeworms, ringworms, nigga.
they doing it. They out there. It's a thing.
I remember I had a coworker and she was complaining that she had to sell her place up north because she had like got it for her kids who are now grown and like they weren't helping maintain it. So she was like, I got to get rid of the boat and sell the cabin up north because the boys won't help. And I was like, oh, white people problems.
You
Girl.
But
have to go up north in the summertime. Like, you living up north in the wintertime, like, you got 14 feet of snow outside. No. And no one's coming to help you.
No, you said nobody's coming to help you.
No. Like, you get stuck. No one's coming to help you. You might as well be in Alaska. Like, no.
Might as well.
yeah, that's crazy. 14 feet of snow.
It's so ridiculous.
Stuck.
They don't got like paved roads. Like, there was not as many paved roads as it is in the lower peninsula as it is for the upper peninsula. Like, so like you on some back road and shit, and like you might be there for a while, my nigga.
Yeah, you in that bitch for sure.
To the sheriffs come get you.
Yeah, and how long would that gonna be? And do you got a hand crank radio? Like, because your cell phone out of juice a long time
Got
ago. How
no
about
signal, right? No signal or
your
nothing.
Apple Watch Ultra? You better hit that fucking satellite button to see if somebody gonna fucking save you. Yeah, man, it's not good.
That's
Man.
white people business. That's not black people business.
Yeah.
You know, we got a spot in the country Hopefully the cousins then kept it up.
You know, I think
But
up north is mythical as well, and like no matter what state that you in, the prison is up north.
yeah,
Why the fuck is the why the prisons is always north?
because they want to separate you from your family. They want to make it an inconvenience for your loved ones to come visit you.
But I'm saying, why don't
That's
humans
why.
just live north? They all live south. I don't get it. I don't know.
I just feel like up north it's unbearably cold. It's got to be.
In every state, like what the fuck
Yeah,
about the north is like? I don't know.
it's got to
That's
be
a good question.
unbearably cold up north. Your mom ain't driving 4 hours to come see you.
No, they ain't.
Yeah.
What else going on this week, dog?
You been listening to his new music?
I listened to Nas today.
What you think about it?
Let me show you how far did I get? Because I had my gig earlier. I enjoyed what I listened to. Only songs I did not enjoy were tracks 3 and 4. I didn't like the beats on 3 and 4. New York State of Mind 3, the lyrics was cold. They just didn't match with the beat. I don't know what Preem was doing with 3 and 4. 1 and 2, fire. 3 lyrics, great. 4. I don't know, but then 5 pop back, 6 pop back. 6 may be my favorite. 7 was on tip. Like them two, Primo was like, "Yeah, nigga, I'm not scratching on these. No, ever, none of that. It was just two, whatever." But the rest of
So
the
I'll be honest, my story, your story, Nas and AZ is my music pick of the week. I just thought that was just a cold ass song.
man,
I've made it through about one full time and another about half time of the album,
I made it
and I
through.
just thought it was real good.
I made it through 13 of 15, and I can't wait to listen to the last song on the album, Third Childhood, because I'm hoping it's a Jim Jones this. I'm just hoping it's a Jim Jones this. So I'm interested. I just haven't listened to the last two albums. I mean, last two songs. Yeah,
My daughter put me up on a new term that the kids call Jim Jones. It's a teen year.
10-year citizen,
Yeah, I wasn't hip. It makes
I'm not. What is
sense
that? What is the team? What is that?
that
What
he
is that?
dresses like a teenager,
but
but
he's
he's a 50-year-old man.
Okay, I like that. They did good with that one.
yeah.
That's a good
Also,
one.
I found a new term out today while I was doing this gig. It was a lot of elders from Detroit, and there's a new word called a yelder, which is a young elder. And like people in our age bracket, Dave, we like not elders, but we not young. We like a young elder. You got to be like
I'll take that.
60 to be like a elder. And like I'm not even 50, but like nobody in their 20s is my peer. And it's really close on the 30s being in my peer. You know what I'm saying? Being a peer. So you like in this mid yelder stage. I'm like, I like that term.
I'll take that because like I'm at a stage, like I got a couple of niggas that I noticed like in their 20s, early 30s, and they were like, "Oh, gee, what you think about this?" And I don't have no problem with that because I used to feel like, man, being old is like a drag. But like God has graced me to see 44 years of life. I got a little bit of knowledge because I done survived. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And like, so like it's this young dude I know. He's same age as my son. And I ran into him. I hadn't seen him in a couple months because he blew his ACL, hadn't been going to the spot I normally run into him at, but I happened to run into him like a week ago. And I'm just listening to him talk and how he talks with such exuberance and he got life all figured out at 22 what he ain't gonna do for a woman, what he plan on being and how he plan on living. And I'm just like, I try to impart some wisdom on him, but then on the other hand, like I get it. It's talking to my son. When I was 22, I had life figured out too, and couldn't nobody tell me shit. I just needed to live a little bit longer.
Did you want somebody to tell you shit, or did they tell you shit and you didn't fully grasp it, but they still told it to you?
At 22, you couldn't tell me a motherfucking thing. Not what time it was, not what color the sky was, not what color shoes I had on.
I
Now
guess you. I'm
he'll
guessing.
listen a little bit, and I was telling him like, "Yo, the things that you think about women at this age now are incorrect, and you just got to live a little bit to see certain things. Some of the things that he feels about dating, like I get it because I've been an animal myself, but they're incorrect. This for the things that you say that you want, what you're doing is not going to be conducive to that. And he'll listen to some shit, and I just, it's good to see you, man. God bless. He just blew his ACL. He talking about he want to get back out there and hoop. I'm like, fam, you 22 going on 23. Your hoop days, your best hoop days have already passed you. They've already passed you.
At 22, maybe not.
You're not going to the NBA. You're
Oh,
not getting.
I suppose he was like, because who the fuck tear the ACL as like a regular person?
Yeah.
Like,
Like, what was he doing? I thought he was like hooping
Play,
overseas or something. Like, what you talking
yeah,
about?
playing basketball at Lifetime.
In the hood, like just out in the
Yeah,
neighborhood.
it's over with. Like, what you rushing to
Yeah.
get back for to play full court?
yeah.
Like, let it go.
I remember one of my exes. She tore her ACL, but like she fell off a scooter and shit, like one of them little razor scooters and shit, and like twisted them off. I'm like, okay, but like,
You you know Chris P.
yeah,
Shout out to her. She tore her ACL at her birthday party. They were playing. They had a water balloon fight, and she was running away and tore her ACL.
goddamn, Chris, this recently,
This nigga, like in the last 3 years.
yikes.
Recent enough, Chris.
Hey man, I mean, shit. I tore my Achilles. That shit was like 12 years ago, nigga. That's insane. That's a long time ago. I
I
was like,
mean, and
I was damn near in the best shape of my life, my nigga. Like I was physically fit. Nigga, that day I ran 5 miles for practice and then hooped in a rec league later on that night. Like I was in my physical prime. I was benching more than I ever benched before. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally the lowest weight, lowest body fat. I was like in the best shape of my life. Doing too much though.
yo, shout out to the homie Nina. She just had surgery. I want to say on her ankle for a slip and fall incident. Got steel plates in the ankle now.
Damn, was her slip and fall inside of the city of Southfield?
I don't know. I don't know.
Need to,
She the queen. She the queen of Southfield.
I'll be honest with
She,
you, man. You Southfield niggas is getting out of control. It's way out of control. You niggas be at City Hall or y'all little press conferences and shit be on Crime and the D like weekly. Y'all ask for way too much. Like y'all complain about everything. It's just Southfield.
they
like,
pay a lot of taxes in Oakland County, Jay. You want good city services.
like they like, yeah, don't open no more gas stations. Like, okay. Like, I don't know how you all right, like they don't want restaurants. Like they don't want like what all right. What do you mean you don't want restaurants? Like
They definitely don't want convalescent homes and
nigga, they don't want group homes.
dispensaries.
Like they like we got to get rid of the group homes because we don't want group homes in the city. Like what kind of shit is that, man? Like
It's
group
time to
homes
get
don't mean
old
you
here.
a criminal. Like nigga, like you can't do that. That's like so white people saying they don't want you in their neighborhood.
You can go to these city council meetings and ask for whatever. That make it doesn't mean you're gonna get them, but you can ask for whatever you want to.
I tell you, them niggas annoying, dog. Nina need to be on the council because I she is Southfield queen of Southfield.
She is. Shout out to Nina. Get well soon, Nina. We love you.
All right, let's talk about our guest today.
So Jordan, you just recently dropped a book. The name of your book again, please.
Forgive
Forgive
them
them and
and
parent
parent
better.
them.
So this book has a very interesting story, and I reached out to you previously because I love the way that you take full accountability for your relationship with your son's father and the journey to number one, forgiving him in this whole process.
Yeah, yeah, you did. And that's something that a lot of people, especially women, what I'm saying, they reached out to me and they like, how did you? And I'm like, sometimes I think you just gotta get tired of like doing the same shit as everybody else. Right? Because the norm is to see like a baby mama hate they baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the norm. You see it on social media a lot, or at least that's what's shoved down our throats. You know what I mean? And at some point, you got to be like, I ain't trying to look like that. And then fixing or trying to change that, the very first step is always gonna start with you. And that's just some shit my daddy taught me.
Yeah, I think you make a good point that forgiveness is for yourself and not the other person. Uh, and I wanted to get into this later, but you talked about like the 30-day challenge of
Mm,
forgiveness that I want to participate come in January because I don't necessarily believe in New Year's resolutions, but
Yeah.
yeah.
there are two people in my life that I'm having a hard time forgiving. And I don't know if they even give a fuck. They probably don't. But it's something
Yeah.
that like I know for me personally, I have a hard time letting go of shit. And if I feel that I'm wronged or I feel like you tried me, it's hard for me to sleep at night. But that other person is sleeping just fine.
Yeah.
And I need to go through that process of forgiving these individuals so I can comfortably move on with my life because they are, living their best life in the interim.
Yeah. And that's how it be. I think I talked about it in the book. Like, you will not fuck with somebody, you will hate them, and you will be out having the best day of your life at your favorite restaurant, your favorite spot, whatever. And that person will walk in there and you'll be like, this motherfucker. And don't let them laugh. Like, oh, not you got joy. Like, not you happy, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, that shit really will take over your whole being. Something I just told somebody I know is, even though I wrote this book about this particular time or experience and forgiving somebody, it's still some people who I gotta work on. You know what I mean? Like, it's still some folks who I gotta be like, okay, now let's do the work with you. Like, I done told the jokes. I done, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done gave you the best I got. It's time to work on that forgiveness piece. That shit is some continuous work. It's not nothing that you do one time and you just kind of be like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, I'm good. That shit don't work like that.
Man, to quote the philosopher Clifford Harris, a lot of times I still ain't forgave myself.
Yeah.
Like, and that's a really big thing where you may have missed an opportunity or you treated somebody a different way and like you haven't forgiven yourself. And like
Yeah.
you can't move past the thing because you still holding yourself not even accountable, responsible for something that like, man, you a human, my nigga. Sometimes, life happens. Like you gotta let that shit go. You being too hard on yourself. So sometimes you gotta, of course, because the forgiveness is for you, right? When you gotta forgive others. But when you ain't forgave yourself, that is quite literally the forgiveness for you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's a
And when
fact.
you talked in the book, like when you finally felt that forgiveness for him and the situation, that heaviness that kind of lifted off of you and it empowered you to be able to move on with how you wanted to live after that point.
Yeah, for sure. I think that point was kind of surreal because I also talked about how it wasn't something that happened the first time I said it. Like when I was in that mirror and I had just had that, I was just crashing out. Like when I had that moment, it wasn't automatic. Like if I felt better, I felt a little lighter. But as soon as something happened with my son, and Dame knows, but like my son is autistic. So as soon as something happened that felt like an inconvenience or that felt like I just needed somebody else here, you know what I'm saying? Like those feelings do come back and it's almost like starting over again and being like, you know what? I hear you, I feel you to yourself, not to nobody else, but it's like, damn, I hear you, I feel you, but this is your reality. I get what you want it to be, but this is your reality. You know what I mean? So having that moment, like when I actually was like, you know what, damn, I ain't really had too many of these back to back. I ain't really been tripping too hard. It was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like we moving and we working with something here.
Yeah. One Go ahead, Jay. I didn't mean to cut you off.
So you described something in the book like you was like banking pain until it like had like a shutdown. Like what was
Mhm.
like some of the things or was there any signs that you was approaching a break? And like can you like people who read the book or listeners, because like what they can notice about themselves before it get that far type thing.
Just so for me, I looked at what did it for me is I'm the kind of person like I journal anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I journal everything, like probably every night, a couple times a day. If I'm feeling like something, I grab a journal that I keep with me and I write it down. And at one point I was looking at my journal and I'm like, I don't like the way I'm sounding. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going back and I'm like, damn, I don't like the way I'm sounding. But I would be like, maybe it's just me. But it was an incident with one of my friends, and we joke all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like we really joke like boys, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas. And she said something to me. She was making like a light skin joke, you know what I'm saying? And I took that shit to heart. And I was like, what are we doing? It felt like an out of body experience. I'm like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you mad at this? These are normal everyday occurrences. And in that moment, I kind of sat with myself and I was like, something not right. You know what I'm saying? Like, something's not right. I just looked at my journals, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe a week ago, I didn't like how I was sounding and what I was writing. I'm like, and now I'm seeing that something that's normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, we joke rough all the time. And now it's bothering me. Like, what is this? So noticing some of the things that change about you is something that is a sign for you to probably be like, I need to sit down and see what this shit is pointing to. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And then me not even being as much of a social butterfly as I used to be. I used to love to like just support people in the city of Flint. Like it wasn't a thing about going to parties and stuff. I was past that, but going to events or showing up at different things, buying different things. And I had kind of stopped and I didn't even pay that no attention until it was like, wait a minute, like damn, you was really on some shit. You know what I mean? You stopped being who you normally are. And it's just because you was dealing with something, you know what I mean? But seeing that switch go off from the things that are positive about yourself, I think is a telltale sign like, oh, okay. Okay, you need to see what's
Yeah.
happening here.
Yeah. You mentioned something very briefly. You was talking about your son and being autistic. And I've mentioned
Hmm.
before, my middle son, my 18-year-old, is also autistic. He has Asperger's. So I guess
Hmm.
on the scale of things, he's a little bit more high functioning than most autistic people. And I know growing up, or as he went through elementary and middle school IEPs, dealing with teachers, dealing with certain, he's just not, he doesn't necessarily pick up or is alert to certain social cues. But I mean, he
Yeah.
can function, he can work, he's, independent. And I remember at one point, I had a conversation with my mother before he passed because people were telling me, "Oh, nothing's wrong." But I knew as a father, like his development is different
Yeah.
than his brothers and sisters. And I remember coming to myself at one point thinking like, "Woe is me! Like I have an autistic son. How am I going to raise him? Like how much harder this is going to be?" And then somebody was like, "Well, no, flip that around and like look at his life. How is he living? How is his growing experience going to be? Because it's not about you. He's got to deal with this for the rest of his life." And when I kind of
Mhm.
looked at it like that, it kind of changed my perspective of woe is me to what can I do to better support him and make sure that he is prepared for life. I didn't want to go the route of him not getting a diploma, but there's like a graduation certificate. I said,
Yeah.
no, we gonna work this IEP and he's gonna graduate with a diploma, which he did.
Yeah.
And I've never let this be I I never let it be a thing that like crippled him because me and his mother, he's graduated and we are looking for secondary education now.
Mhm.
He's probably going to be enrolled in Job Corps soon. He's expressed, some desire to do electrical engineering, but today he recently told me he's like, I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I want to work in an office setting. And, we're going to make sure that he has the skills to do that because at the end of the day, he still, even though he may be dealing with his autism or Asperger's, he is still a man on the inside. He still
Yeah.
wants to live independently and function like his brother. Live on his own. He want to drive. He want to, do what he has to do in order to live his life. Me and his mother had just started the journey of trying to get him some money for disability. And he told me straight up. He said, "This check come through next year." He said, "I'm moving." And I was like, "Oh." I was like, "You don't want to save, get." He's like, "Nah,
No.
I'm gonna find an apartment I can afford, and I'm moving because I want to live on my own." But I have to
Yeah.
accept the fact that yeah, he still is a man. But you are on a very beginning stages of
Yeah.
the journey with Kyrie. He's only in kindergarten.
Mhm.
How is because I've been able to see some of that progress he's making on IG. How has this journey been for you as a mother so far?
It was trying at first. Like, you know what I mean? They tell you that your child has autism, and you like, what? For me, I'm like, what does that even mean? You know what I mean? First and only child of mine. So I'm like, what does that even mean for him? What does that look like? From the first IEP to now, though, there's been so much different development in him. Like, it seemed like in the beginning he was talking and then he like regressed. You know what I mean? And I was
Mhm.
like, okay, so what am I supposed to do with that? That was really the first sign of me being like, something's going on here. So fast forward to now, Kyrie can count to 100. Kyrie can tell you alphabet sounds. In the beginning, he was not playing with kids. He was doing the thing. I think they call it parallel play. He would play next to kids. Like, y'all play with y'all toys, and I'm gonna do my thing right here. But as of lately, like, he's starting to play with kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can play with these toys together. He's starting to, if he deems you safe, because it's still a thing, you know what I mean? And I still like that. But if he deems you safe, he'll do stuff with you. I'm noticing just little things in him being able to request things with almost full sentences. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that those things are the things that lets me know, like, the work that that God had me do. Because if I'm being honest, the forgiveness thing wasn't a Jordyn thing whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But the work that God had me do, it was not in vain. Like, it was a real thing. Like, you had to forgive this person, and you had to get to a place where you can forgive them, move on, and do what you need to do for your kid. In the beginning, it was rough, but like at this point, I think we're managing it. And I know each stage will look different, though, for
Mm.
Okay.
sure.
Man,
Now,
the first time I ever heard it was like within the last year, honestly, year and a half or so of parallel play. And
Hmm.
they had like different age groups, whatever. They're like, yo, if your kid around 3 or 4, they not playing with other kids. They're parallel play. I'm like, what the fuck is parallel play? It was like they don't play with others, they just play next to
Next
others.
to him.
And it's not until they hit like 5 or 6 years old that they start playing with others. I'm like, who noticed that? Because that was the first I would never think like, look at the niggas over there playing. No, they not playing together. They just sitting together. I never knew that was a
Mhm.
thing. You know what I'm
you
saying?
know, Jay, as a parent, you notice stuff about your kids almost immediately. And it's not
Literally.
even that you're looking for it, it's just innate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
I know for me a big thing or something when me and my ex-wife first separated, I was broke. I was flat broke. I couldn't do a lot of the shit that she was able to do at the time because she was in a better position financially. So a lot of my
Mhm.
time with the kids would be going to the park. We would we pack I packed some sandwiches and we go play all day at the park. And you
Del Taco.
start, huh? Or Del Taco,
Del Taco.
and you start noticing things about kids behavior almost immediately, and that
Mhm.
parallel play or even how they interact and play with kids outside of their siblings, you pick up on that stuff almost immediately,
You do.
so
It's
it
I mean,
comes out very quickly.
since I heard the phrase, even when I'm watching TV, right? It'd be like a scene with kids playing in the background. I'm like, are they playing together? Are they parallel? Because I'm an expert now. You feel me? So,
yeah.
are they parallel playing or are they playing together? Because I'm an expert now. I did. I did have another question for you though.
Okay.
So, like, your forgiveness practice is like really practical: writing, prayer, fasting, coloring, etc. Was it any tool or thing that you did that, like, surprisingly, like, this was more effective than like I thought it was gonna be? Like, this really helped.
Man, I think it was coloring, because coloring, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't connect coloring with like mental health for for nothing, because it was just something I used to do with my granny. You know what I mean? You go over, went to my dad's house every other weekend. Me and my brother, my mom and dad were divorced, so we would go to my dad's house. He would go to work. We would go be with our grandparents, and that would be one of her things. She's like, "Yo, go get the coloring book. Let's color." And so that's just something I continue to do as an adult. You know what I mean? Like coloring and stuff like that. And then when I started to actually pay attention to what was happening during that time, I was like, okay, like I'm sorting through thoughts in this, you know what I'm saying, in here. Like I'm finding the accountability while I'm sitting here quiet, like trying to make these lines straight, you know what I mean? It was really that. I always knew writing was a therapeutic thing. Like it was something that's something I've been doing for a long time. But the coloring part, I'm like, I never even connected that until this point.
I wonder if it's like it's forcing you to be still and like damn near meditate. It's not like natural meditation, but like I'm sitting
Yeah.
here not getting any other kind of stimuli, and like I'm just gonna sit there and focus on my own thoughts. And it probably
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm gonna buy me a fucking coloring book. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
for real.
You know,
It
I
help you break that shit down. It help you break the shit down a little bit. And I think when you hear, cause say, say me and Damon talking about something and he tell me something that's real. Like, no, you fucking up. Hearing it from you, that's gonna be rough for me to break down right then and there. Right then and there is gonna be a little rough. But hearing it from myself, it's a little bit easier to digest because it's just me and me, and I'm coloring. There's nobody else around. I'm not hearing nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing nothing else. So here I am breaking all these hard truths down and being like, okay, now I gotta face this shit as soon as the picture is done. You know what I mean?
I never colored. That was never my thing, but I've talked about it. Like I was an art student and painting was always my thing. And I still paint to this day. Not that I'm looking to put out any works or anything like that, but like sometimes, no, like sometimes when I'm going through things, it's just easier for me to go down in the basement, turn on some music, and just paint. Whatever
Hmm.
is there is what's going to be there. Sometimes it looks amazing, sometimes it's just slop on canvas, but it helps for me to work through whatever I'm feeling. And I remember, very personally, when my mother first passed, I didn't, it took me a long time to cry and grieve and deal
Yeah.
with the impact that I had lost my mother. And I remember my first time painting after she had passed. One of my mom's favorite songs is Stevie Wonder, My Eyes Don't Cry. Like whenever like we had like a function, her and my aunt Yvette would always get out on the dance floor and dance to that song. And I remember putting that song on and sitting in front of that canvas and like literally crying for like 20 minutes. I couldn't put anything to it, but like it kind of
Yeah.
gave me the permission to let that first real release out that she was gone, and I knew I was working through something, but I didn't understand how heavy the grief was in that moment until I sat on that stool and tried to put something on that canvas and couldn't, because I really had to work through emotions. And I think
Hmm.
you find those things comforting when you are, whatever the emotion is, whether it's forgiveness, anger, grief, you need to find your outlet for those things in order to really get it out of you.
Yeah.
Man, you know what's very interesting, Dane? And of when you like, listen, I'm grieving when I'm putting the paint to the brush. Sometimes it look great, sometimes it looks like whatever it looks like. Um, Paintings are very valuable, and they got all this long history and hundreds of years. Because that was like the only medium to express anything. There wasn't no TV. There wasn't no,
Hmm.
like that was the medium in which people express. And then they'll go to, you see on TV, or you go to art gallery. They'll look at this picture like, I wonder what the artist was feeling right here. I feel
Yeah.
this anger, blah blah blah. And I was thinking like, man, that's bullshit. You don't know what this motherfucker was feeling. But like when you just explain it away, like, oh shit, this is what people have been doing for hundreds of years, thousands
Hmm.
of years, putting their emotion and everything like into a painting. And like, so having a motherfucker look at a painting and like observe what you think this person was going through is
Yeah.
probably super valid. And I'm like 2,000 years late, but whatever. I arrived. Okay, I arrived.
Jordan, I
Yeah,
wanted
for
to
sure.
ask you because, I know as a mother, Kyrie is probably not even probably the most important thing in your life. That's your life's work in your son. And you talked about it, and I saw this on your story recently on Instagram that you
Mhm.
left your job at the radio station because of
Yeah.
him. Would you
Yeah.
would you talk on that for us?
Sure. So working in radio was cool, right? And I will always have people say something kind of like what you just said, like, I'm sure you did this for Kyrie. I'm sure, I'm sure you working here, because you want him to see. And to be honest, I was working in radio for me. Like that didn't really have nothing to do with him. The dog was just here he was just here along the ride. But once I realized like this is not really a supportive place for a mother, like a single mother or a mother, period. I realized it was time to go. It was an incident where, and I talk about this on Substack because I got a Substack, but I talk about where I was working there and I had the sick days. Kyrie was sick and it was like 2 days back to back. And I'm sitting in my office when I got back and my superior came in and she was like, I hope everything is well at home, but we hired you to be here in person. And we need you to be here in person. We need you to be on the air. And I was like, yeah, I feel that. I said, but everybody else here, they have the capability to work from home. And she was like, well, that was because they were here during the pandemic. That's not something we're doing anymore. You know what I mean? So we won't be able to give you that access. And a little bit, like probably not even a full month after that, somebody worked from home. You know what I mean? Because she made it seem like we're not using that no more. That was a pandemic thing. Well, a girl, she's not on air, but she was a part of the team. She was a mom too. She had to stay home with her daughter. They let her work from home with the capabilities from COVID-19. And at that point, I know I should have said something to HR, like I've already dealt with that part of my brain and how I think. But at that point, I was like, oh, these niggas ain't fucking with me. You know what I mean? Like they're really not fucking with me. And I'm not saying I needed like special treatment. I just needed a fair shake. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm a valuable team member, obviously, because you wouldn't put me in a prime time spot if you didn't think so. But you can't support me, whereas, you know what I'm saying, you can support this girl. Bet. So that was like the first strike, and a few other things happened that made me feel as though like, oh, okay, this is really not lucrative to me, being a mom. So I'm like, I gotta leave. I gotta get up out of here. Um, I prayed about it, you know what I'm saying? And God was like, yo, we gonna move you, but we only gonna move you if you stop cutting corners. Cause once you start working somewhere, you figure out how to, you think I need to do this in 2 hours, I can get this done in 30 minutes. You know what I mean? It might not be great, but I'm gonna get it done in 30 minutes. So I stopped cutting corners there for like probably a full year. You know what I'm saying? They was giving me big ups. They like, oh my God, you're doing so great. I can't believe it. Like just all kind of things. You know what I'm saying? And I was noticing, even though they was loving everything I was doing, they still wasn't being supportive. Like it still was not an even exchange. In the end of last year, it was December. The end of last year, I told God, I'm like, hey man, you gotta make something shake. You told me this what you was gonna do. I need you to do it. So December 30th, I get an offer letter and it's for the exact money I wrote down what I told God I wanted. It actually is for a little bit more. It's for the exact money. It was a hybrid position and it's right around the corner from my house. Like I could walk if I wanted to. And I was just like, I'm taking it. And I gave them an effective immediately and I never looked back. In that new job, I've watched Kyrie soar. Like, you know what I'm saying? In just that new position, having that flexibility, being able to be present. I've watched him soar. I've been able to go up to his school because he's with a different school than he was last year. I've been able to go up there and have the conversations I needed to have to let them know, like, I'm his mama and I will come up here if I have to, you know what I'm saying? With no problem. I've been able to do stuff for the book, you know what I mean? Like, just because my life is more flexible, you know what I'm saying? The job is there. I think I've traveled more this year than I ever have. I took him on a vacation. Like it's just been exactly what I needed it to be. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful.
When you're obedient, that's what happens. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You
No
know,
matter how rough it was. But that, you know what I'm saying? That shit, they pushed my limit over there a little bit, but we'll keep it light for right now.
I found a quote, and I guess not even a quote, but a prayer that that I want to establish for myself. I want to see how good life can be. I want the
Hmm.
Lord to show me how good life can be, and a lot of that starts with just being obedient to Him and what He wants you to do. Being off and really this whole recovery process from this open heart surgery has opened my eyes to so many things and so many things beyond my control that all I can do is just pray about them. And all I can do is just wait on the Lord to answer. When you off on disability, they like to fuck with your money. I haven't had any lapse in my lifestyle or my funds, since I've had to be off and dealing with this open heart surgery. I haven't had any lapse in, food or nourishment or getting to the places that I need to be, even when I couldn't drive. Like God provided everything, and even in this recovery, just listening to Him, listening to His voice, and being obedient to the things that He says. Because and I'm not completely out the woods, but when you're in a position when you cannot do anything but talk to Him and rely on Him and wait on Him, it makes a huge difference in how you go about processing, things that used to be easy. I mean, for me, it took me literally 6 weeks before I could get up and get out the bed without pain. It still hurts to this day when I cough because of
Yeah.
the metal wires in my chest. But like things that you just take for granted that I literally have to call on. I was calling like, Lord, I need to walk to the bathroom. Please give me the strength to get up out this bed and and you start counting steps to take these 14 steps to the
Yeah.
bathroom and the 14 steps back. Because God forbid, I've had my son here, which has been a blessing. But God forbid he not here. If I fall between the bathroom and the side of my bedroom and he not here, I'm falling and I can't get up. Like I'm gonna
Mhm.
be there until he comes back home.
Mhm.
So, but God is good, and when you are obedient, He gets even better.
It's like you living up north.
Yeah.
It's a blessing as well for you. Even when you got to go back to work. I mean, you're working from home. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
um a load off because like when you go back into the office, like after you've been off or like I remember after my mom passed, I was dreading going back to work because I didn't want to talk about it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Mhm.
everybody who was going to talk about it was going to be giving love and heart and support. But like, I really dreaded going back to work because like, I don't want to talk about it. And like, if
Mhm.
you back after like a long time off for surgery or whatever the
Hey,
case,
how you been?
yeah, and then you got to explain it. Like I just want to. And then you got to get physically up, and it's cold, and the snow. You fuck around, slip in the snow
Mhm.
right now. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's a blessing that you're gonna be able to work from home. Hopefully, you ain't got no days where you got to go in real quick.
That's
Mhm.
what I'm hearing that we got to start going back in. So that means I got to start looking for another job.
That's the solution. Mm.
I I've been work from home for the past 5 years. I don't want to. I don't like. I'm not one of them people where I need to talk to somebody at the water cooler. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we friends, we'll talk, but I don't need that constant human interaction. And I say that even with a little bit of jest because, like, we wouldn't have shop talk if me and Jay weren't working in the office together and I was coming
Mhm.
by his desk and his office to talk to him, which was the initial inception of this. But like
Loki,
after
at one point we sat next to each other when we was about
we
with
did,
in Plymouth and like
yeah,
right by the door. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Back when I had an office.
Yeah.
And but like to be there every day and dealing with people, I have no desire for that. I don't have any more grown up clothes. I wear hoodies and hoop shorts every day. I don't I got to get a whole new wardrobe to go in the office. So and I don't want to. I don't want to wear brunch boots to go to work.
Brunch boots is crazy.
Um. Question, Jordan. So listen,
Mhm.
you said you writing has always been a thing for you and journaling and things. Like, what made
Mhm.
you say I want to actually publish a book for other people to read the stuff that I've been writing. Because like journaling is really private and for you. Like what made it like, no, I need everybody else to see this.
So one of my friends, she been on me for a long time because I told her, I'm like, I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna write a book. In like in prayer a while ago, like years ago, before Kyrie, God told me, like, you're gonna write a book. And in my mind, I'm thinking I need to figure what this is, figure out what this book gonna be about. And I mean, I've done everything. Like I've interviewed my brother to see how he felt about our childhood. Like I still got the notes, but like I sat down with him to see how different we both saw our childhood. I talked to my mom about like really tough topics, you know what I mean, that she might have dealt with or things that I didn't like growing up. I've even had real conversations with my dad, and even after having those conversations and writing them notes, none of that shit felt like this is it. It was like, yeah, I mean, it was cool. The conversations were great. Like it was healing. It gave me different perspective. It helped me to see my parents, you know what I'm saying, like as people and not as like these superheroes. So they all everything had their purpose. And me and my brother, we've always been best friends. So it was just cool to hear how he felt about growing up with our parents. But I was literally just chilling. Like I'm chilling. I'm working from home on a Thursday. I work from home on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm working from home on a Thursday. And I just kind of started thinking about everything that's been happening. Like, from Kyrie's development to how so much stuff has changed about how I felt and just the forgiveness portion of what took place between, with my son's dad or whatever. And then I just was like, I'm finna I think this might be the book. And then I did second guess it for a minute. I was like, but do people, my son is only 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got so much time to deal with, to work through all this stuff and deal with this. I don't know if people want to hear that. So I'm in prayer one night, you know what I'm saying? And I was just praying about some stuff. And, God was like, the book, like, you can write that book, basically. You know what I mean? And I was like how I know it's you. Like I have this thing when like I think I hear God, I'll be like, give me a sign. And it'll be something weird too. It's always some weird shit. Like one time I was like, let me see some red birds. And I don't want to just see one red bird in a place where red birds be at. I want to feel like I'm like, where they come from? You know what I'm saying? And that nigga showed me some red birds one time. I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they
I never knew that you. I don't know why I would. That's wildly specific. But if you very specific in your prayers,
yeah.
like
You
so
know
that
that
Man.
that's also the funny thing about prayer. Like we know God is so big and omnipotent, but like if it's
Yeah.
really you, prove it to me that it's
No,
really you.
for real.
I damn near feel like I'm testing him. Like nigga, it's me. Nigga, don't don't make me prove it to
Hey,
you another way. But like I gotta let that
show
shit
me.
go.
I
You know what I'm
need to know that this your voice. You know what I'm saying? So show me. I was doing that was last year a Red Bird thing. And when I was talking about the book, I'm like, how am I supposed to know it's you? And he just kind of I just kind of heard him do this thing that he do in the Bible a lot, where he don't answer your question, but he kind of hold you a little bit. He like, why I gotta keep doing this? Like, why do I have to keep proving this to you? And I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like you never gotta talk to me like that, or you never gotta give me that kind of response. So from that point, I just started writing and it just started flowing. And I was like, once it started flowing so easily, I'm like, damn, should it be this easy? You know what I mean? Like, should it be this easy to really just get this shit out? Like, should it be this simple? And once it all came together and it made sense for me after editing everything like seven, 8 times, I was like, okay, well, what's the point? What will we be sitting on it for? Because you don't gotta wait for January to do something new. And you ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? You don't need no marketing plan for some shit that you know you're supposed to be doing. Not no big one. Just put it out there and work it from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
saying?
S-
Man,
So tell us specifically the book. Where can people find it?
It's exclusively on Amazon. So originally it was just gonna be an ebook. And then I was talking to my dad, and my dad is not the technology nigga. He was like, how am I supposed to read that? And I was like, oh, like I never thought about you. Like, not to say like you can't read it, but I'm like, oh, nigga, like I never took that into account. But he was like, I don't have that. I don't even know how to get to Amazon. So I'm like, okay, say less. So like I'm working on trying to get it to be, physical copies, and it just came together real quick. And originally I was just gonna print one physical copy and then turn it off. But I was talking to some ladies from my church, and we was talking about it. And one of them was like, I really need to have like the book in my hand. Like, I think I want to take notes and all these things. And I was like, all right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make it physical copies and an ebook, but it's exclusively on Amazon. And I'm leaving it that way for a few reasons. One, because it's my first one and I want to be able to track everything in one place. Like I want to see everything in one place. I don't want to have to look on Amazon and then look on Google and look. I just want to look at one place and see how that works out. And then it's the holidays and I'm getting ready to leave. So I don't just want to have a bunch of books at my house and now I'm making y'all promises when I get back in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So it's over on Amazon. And for now, it's kind of hidden in the algorithm because I'm telling people once you read it, go leave a review. I don't care if you hate it. You know what I'm saying? Just leave the review because the way Amazon works is people gotta fuck with you for them to fuck with you pretty much. And so that's what I'm working on. But you would have to get like a direct link before you can find it. Like I was trying to search it the other day and it just took so long to find it. And I'm like, please leave the review.
So give us the link.
Okay.
You know, we have it in the show notes.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'm gonna post it. I posted it on the Shop Talk page today, but when the
Okay.
episode comes tomorrow, I definitely want to post it there so that we can get lead people there to support it. The book is an easy read.
It
I
is.
appreciate you sending me and Jay and copies of the book very early
Yeah.
so that we could read it and prepare for the interview. And I appreciate your time and having you here. The book is short, is such a small sliver of you and your life, but it
Yeah.
exposes so many things and it's empowering. Again, for
Yeah.
me, I have a problem with forgiving people and letting things go, but I know this forgiveness challenge is something that I need to take part of. We had a guest last year, Dominique, who gave us these incredible journals, and I've jotted in the journal a little bit, but I haven't
Hmm.
fully invested in the journal like I know I should.
Might have been
And
two.
this is going to give me an opportunity to really. What'd you say, Jay?
That might be 2 years ago.
Yeah, almost. But this is going to give me the opportunity because we still had the studio then,
Yeah,
and we've been out the studio over a year now.
year
So
and a
this
half.
is going to get, yeah. So this is going to give me the opportunity to really put that journal to use and to really, work on the things that I have to forgive and let go of people because, I'm eating the poison, expecting it for it to kill them, and
Yeah.
it's only hurting me on the inside. So. I look
Yeah.
forward to taking a part of it and getting a physical copy. Now, I am going to make a request of you
Got a side
because
by shit.
all my friends that wrote books, I got physical signed copies of these
Hmm.
books, and
Hmm.
I need a signed physical copy of this book. I can
I
cash
can
app
make
you the
that
money to
happen.
take care of shipping or whatever for the book and pay for it because I'm not asking for a free copy, but I do need a signed copy.
If Jay
Y-
Prince signed my book, you can sign my book too.
You know what? I had some really incredible supportive like people. Like my pastor bought 10 books. One of my homeboys bought five. You know what I mean? Like somebody else bought like five. You know, like a bunch of people just bought books because they like, yo, I want you to be able to have them and give to folks. So actually, I have books. You know what I mean? I have some at the crib, and I can put
Okay.
some to the side to make sure that that request is filled for sure.
Please, please, and whatever costs I gotta incur, just let me know because I want to support. I'm not looking for a handout or nothing for free. I want to support what you are doing because I look at it a lot of times like our friends do things and we expect like some type of love on that's my
Yeah.
homeboy. Like nigga, why I gotta pay $40 for a t-shirt? Well, because
Yeah.
that's my homeboy and he made a t-shirt and it cost him whatever it cost him.
To
So
make it.
if you really want to support, you support with your dollars too. So, we'll talk later on that on the financial
Absolutely.
end because you just mentioned you got somewhere to go and I don't want you lying to me, telling me my book gonna be there in a week, and you out on vacation for the next 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
when you get back from vacation, we'll work out the logistics so I get my signed book.
So,
Absolutely.
Dame, I talked about this on the pod a few times. I don't know if it was this one or another one, but I got this shit I call the Zen book. from a TV show I watched back in 2008 called Life. And at the end of every episode, they would play these Zen tapes or whatever. It was like a not a real author, but they based them off somebody. But I've really been, and I literally wrote them down from the TV show. Right, I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure I said them on this podcast before, but it is the one about forgive, and like I feel it's just right for me to read it because when I be in a space where I'm not functioning right or I'm angry, I'm upset, I go through and I read these shits and it kind of like put me back together. And what you had just said, I think it fit like perfectly. When I wish to forgive another, what do I mean? I mean, I wish to forgive myself. When I wish to harm another, what do I mean? I mean, I wish to harm myself. Close my eyes and think of the close your eyes and think of the world as seen from space. From that distance, it is calm, it is silent, at peace, one. And what I take that to mean is on some twin shit, what I want for my brother, what I want for myself. But like whatever you're inflicting on somebody else, you are also inflicting on yourself because we are all one. You know what I'm saying? So when I want to hurt somebody, I'm so angry, I'm really hurting myself. But I want to forgive somebody, I really want to forgive myself. And you should forgive yourself.
Yeah,
For sure.
got to
For
start that
sure.
journey.
Yeah.
You know, we already did the music pick. We already did whose man's is this. Jordyn, at the end of the episode, whenever we have a guest, we want to give them the opportunity to shout out their socials where people can learn more about them and their endeavors. So please share with us or share with our audience where they can learn more about you.
So on Instagram and TikTok, the name is With Love Jordan Anise, and over on Facebook and on Substack, it's Jordan Anise, first and middle name. And those will probably be the best places and best spaces for you to find me. Threads got me up out of there. I don't know what I did, but I just got a notification like you gotta go, and I was like, "What did I do? I ain't even been here. Only been here 15 minutes."
And
Damn.
and is there a link to the book
Crazy.
or the Amazon link attached to all these different spaces you're in?
Yep. The link is in my Instagram bio and it's in my TikTok bio and it's pinned to the top of my Facebook page. So I try to make
Okay.
sure it's accessible for everybody.
Okay, go cop that book. Look, it's your man Dame going wild on everything that matters. When you see the blue and the black, you just know where you at. The brand is strong and it's going to continue to get stronger.
Thank you for stopping by the pod and sharing your story or a portion of your story. I want everybody to go out there and support her, support the book, um,
Absolutely.
get a workbook, do all type of stuff. You feel me? And forgive yourself and forgive the other person to be a better parent. It is what it is. Got to do it. You got to do it.
Jordan, you got a book signing tomorrow,
I
right?
do. No,
This
it's
episode will be
Tuesday.
up on Saturday. Well, this
It's
episode will be up
Tuesday.
tomorrow. So give us where's the book signing at in case people want to come out and actually meet the author.
Okay, so if you want to travel, you know what I mean, you can come to LJ Essentials. The address is 1214 University Avenue, and that's in Flint, 48504. The book signing is Tuesday from 4:30 until 6:30. Come through, we signing books, we taking pics. LJ Essentials is the only skincare boutique in Michigan. And they have everything in there 40% off right now. So, you know what I mean? Come through, grab some little hand lotion or something.
Look how that full circle moment just came back. What's the zip code again?
48504.
And we on episode 504.
Although
You know,
four.
when things are in alignment, they are just in alignment. When you see the blue and the black, you know where you at.
Yeah.
Talk podcast. I'm not saying we the Rockefeller podcast, but we are Jay and Dane.
Hell yeah.
Peace.